Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
A deadly ambush. A man killed after a barrage of gunfire at a local apartment complex. Thanks for being with us for the news tonight at 11. Police are asking witnesses to step forward in what they're calling a highly orchestrated attack.
3 gunmen involved in the shooting at an apartment complex on Detroit's east side, and Tim Pamplin is there with the night cam. Tim.
We're at Whittier and Beaconsfield, Detroit's far east side, 94 Ross area. A coordinated attack on an apartment complex. Right there you see the shattered glass, bullet holes in the doors and walls. This is how it went down according to police. 2 men inside that apartment. There was a knock at the door. One answers. He yells out an expletive and then bullets just start filling the apartment. He's dead. His friend cowers in the bathroom. He's okay. Police are talking to him. Police are talking to neighbors, but no one saw anything. They heard the bullets, as did patrol officers. Police officers heard the gunfire, came rushing down here, but by the time they had arrived, the gunman had left. So again, to recap, a man in his mid-30s shot and killed inside his apartment in what police are calling an orchestrated attack. That is the scene on the east side tonight with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim. Well, now to an update on a Local 4 Defenders investigation. After numerous failing inspections at the Russell Industrial Center, what happened today wasn't exactly a shock.
And tenants were ordered to vacate the premises. Jason Colthorpe is there live. And Jason, what do we know about the violations?
Well, they're serious, Kim. First of all, they're not just building and fire violations. When you break it down, as the city has in a statement that we just got a few moments ago, it is much more serious. Basically, this Russell Industrial Center is zoned simply as a factory. And the city tells us the owners here have allowed so many different spaces to pop up, including recording studios, a gymnasium, art studios, even some residential. And it says all of them, all 184 tenants in here are illegal.
Just after the inspectors came, I was expecting them to send me some sort of letter.
And he got that letter today. All the tenants in Building 1 of the Russell Industrial Center got it, and it was posted at the leasing office.
When the inspector fire marshals came through my spot, they said everything was fine. And the next thing I know, I get this, so I don't understand what's going on.
Dabout is one of the many cool spaces at Russell, and the owner says he's invested more than $30,000 here.
Tragic for everybody that's here. A lot of glass blowers, a lot of wood shop people, machine shops. It's going to destroy a lot of businesses.
And it is quite a diverse neighborhood. Across from Dabout is Proving Grounds, a CrossFit gym.
It would mean a restart.
The owner here tells me he's currently working on a fire suppression system for his own space as part of his investment. Having to leave now would hurt.
It's a community that's been built over these past 8 months. A lot of new friends, a lot of, it's really like a family. So it's really uprooting this new family.
Tenants noticed some changes in the main hallway today, most notably new fire extinguishers every few yards and a glass entry no longer chained and boarded up.
I've been here 2 years. It's not uncommon for things like this to happen, but they take care of the situation.
And he's confident they will, but that's not going to be very easy. And I want to get back to what the city has told us just a few moments ago. It said when it came out to do the inspection recently, the smell of natural gas was so powerful it had to call DTE immediately. It also says it's going to sit down with the owner of Russell this week and talk about getting these things fixed. But until that happens, everyone here will have to vacate. And we told you a minute ago, more than 180 businesses and tenants, a lot of them businesses, and a lot of people that have a lot of work to do here. Reporting live, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
But Jason, there are about, about half a dozen or so buildings that are there. Have all of those buildings been ordered to vacate?
7 buildings total, Kim, and the answer, I guess, is not yet. There aren't notices on the other buildings, just Building 1 right now. But I went into Building 2, and that's mostly art studios, and talked to a few people there, and they said, those inspectors came through and said, yeah, your building's next, and they expect the same thing to happen. Got a long road here, Kim.
Yep, that's tough. Okay, Jason, we appreciate it. And as Jason mentioned, the city says a major part of the problem in the Russell building is the walls that were built without proper permits. You may remember a warehouse in Oakland, California caught fire, and it was nearly impossible for people to get out because of makeshift walls and staircases and so forth. 36 people were killed in that fire. If you'd like to check out our Defenders investigation on the Russell Industrial Center, you'll find it on the homepage. Just go to our website, click on Detroit.com.
Well, Detroit Metro Airport back up and running after a fire alarm. There were concerns of a fire in one of the towers. It turned out to be a false alarm, but it caused plenty of problems. A ground stop was issued for incoming and departing planes. Some planes that were coming into land had to circle for a time. Others were diverted to other airports. There are some delays as a result as well. Operations, though, are now trying to get back to normal.
Parents are on high alert in Canton tonight after a reported stranger danger. The 12-year-old girl was walking alone this morning when she was approached by a man in a car who asked her to get inside, but she ran away to a friend's house. The car was last seen in the area of Cherry Hill and Denton Road. The man is described as a white man between the ages of 30 and 40 years old with a dark goatee. He was wearing a beanie cap and driving a silver or gray four-door mid-sized sedan. If you have any information, call Canton Police.
A brawl at a downriver bowling alley, and it's going viral. This video, in fact, has been viewed at least 100,000 times now. Mara McDonald live in Allen Park. Mara, Thunderbowl, pretty popular. In fact, it's been around for decades.
It sure has, Devin. It's a real heritage spot. You know, this place used to host bowling for dollars. It's hosted so many Pro-Am tournaments, I can't even begin to count them all. So when you see this video, you'll understand why the owners here are not going to stand for it. Take a look. It got nuts. A group of about 8 men fighting managed to wreak havoc in one of the club-like rooms off the main bowling alley. In the brawl, a local rapper is in the midst of a melee where plenty of punches are thrown, including at this young woman. Tonight, after taking that blow, she doesn't want her name out there, but she did give us a phone interview. Are you okay?
I'm absolutely fine. I was just trying to protect my brother.
Her brother is in the middle of the pile. Tonight he has a black eye but is otherwise okay. She still has no idea who the man is that hit her.
No, I do not know him at all, and he didn't hit no other dude there either.
So what brought on the blows? A fight over a woman who wasn't there. Thunderbowl already charges a cover to get in on the weekends, but management tells us after this fight, it's time to get tougher and will probably start doing purse checks. They think people smuggling in booze are the cause of the mess. Thunderbowl caters to families in leagues, and those who have been coming here for years are disgusted.
It's sickening. Dr. King said the worst criminal ever is those with no morals. So people need to start wising up and using your brain and just be peaceful. It's all about peace and love, not all this senseless violence. It's crazy.
Back here live, expect to see those new security measures go into place here probably for this coming weekend. And according to Allen Park Police, they're not investigating because no one has filed a report. We're live in Allen Park tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara. Tonight, hundreds of people came together marking the 1 year since the deadly shooting rampage in Kalamazoo. 6 people were killed that night and 2 others injured. At the candlelight vigil, a moment of silence was observed as they honored victims, survivors, and first responders. They focused more on the good that happened that night. Those who lost family members said they were grateful for all the support they've received over the year.
It's you people that make me proud to call Battle Creek and Kalamazoo and Michigan my hometown and my home state.
The 2 survivors are continuing to recover from their injuries. The suspect is expected in court for a hearing next month.
A shooting outside a store on Detroit's west side. One witness says there's more to the story. Surveillance video shows 2 men shooting at a 26-year-old man behind the building. Well, a woman who was there at the time says the shooting victim had been groping women inside the store and that the shooters were trying to protect them. Well, either way, police are looking for the gunman. The victim is right now in temporary serious condition. An argument that started on a Greyhound bus led to gunshots in downtown Detroit. 2 men got into a dispute on the bus when it arrived at the station. Those same men were involved in a shootout then outside the terminal. Witnesses say a total of 3 cars were involved. No one hurt, but so far no arrests have been made. Tomorrow night, Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan will deliver his State of the City address.
And you can watch it live here on Local 4 or stream it on our website. Click on Detroit.com. It starts at 7 o'clock. A man's day.